Ay vallahi ne iyi ettik geldik Işıl. Cidden kafam dağıldı yani tam buna ihtiyacım varmış.
Ay kızım eşek bizde. Ya kapının önünde tekne var kullanmıyoruz.
Haklısın.
They argued that attendance alone does not define respect. According to these supporters, there are countless ways to honor someone's memory: private phone calls, personal visits to family members, messages of condolence, acts of charity, moments of reflection. None of these actions necessarily occur in front of cameras. Several fans pointed out that social media often creates unrealistic expectations by encouraging people to share every aspect of their lives publicly. In reality, many meaningful expressions of grief take place away from public view. This perspective gained traction among those who felt the controversy had become disproportionate. The debate also served as a reminder that celebrities remain human beings despite their public visibility. Actors may appear larger than life on screen, but they experience loss, sadness, and uncertainty just like anyone else. When a colleague dies unexpectedly, the emotional impact can be profound. Some individuals respond by seeking community and public support. Others withdraw temporarily and process their emotions privately. Neither response is inherently right or wrong. Mental health professionals emphasize that grief manifests differently for each person. Expecting uniform behavior from everyone affected by a tragedy ignores the complexity of human emotion. This insight became increasingly important as conversations about the funeral continued. Beyond the controversy, E.T. Irtem's legacy continued to resonate with fans and colleagues alike. Tribute posts highlighted not only her performances, but also her personality. Many described her as energetic, compassionate, and dedicated to her work. Stories emerged about acts of kindness she had shown throughout her career. Former co-workers recalled her willingness to support newcomers on set. Friends spoke about her sense of humor and positive attitude. These memories painted a portrait of a person who left a meaningful impression on those around her. For many supporters, preserving these memories became more important than debating attendance figures or public appearances. They argued that honoring her life should remain the primary focus. The controversy surrounding the funeral may also offer lessons for the entertainment industry. Public figures increasingly operate within an environment where every action, or perceived inaction, can become the subject of intense scrutiny. As a result, production companies, publicists, and performers must navigate complex expectations during periods of tragedy. Some industry observers suggested that clearer communication might help reduce speculation in future situations. Others warned that no amount of explanation can fully satisfy audiences determined to interpret events through a particular narrative. Ultimately, transparency and privacy often exist in tension. Sharing more information may answer some questions while creating new controversies. Maintaining privacy may protect those involved but encourage speculation. Finding the right balance remains a challenge. By this stage, the discussion had evolved beyond a single funeral. The story became part of a larger cultural conversation about celebrity, grief, and public accountability. Commentators debated whether society expects too much from public figures. Others questioned how social media influences perceptions of loyalty and friendship. Some argued that visible support is important because celebrities serve as public role models. Others insisted that personal mourning should never become a public obligation. These debates reflected broader changes in how people interact with media and with one another. In an era of constant connectivity, private experiences increasingly become public topics of discussion. The controversy surrounding Etge Irtem's funeral offered a striking example of this transformation. As weeks passed, emotions gradually began to settle. The most intense speculation faded, replaced by a more reflective tone. Many fans shifted their attention back to celebrating Ertem's career and remembering the joy her performances brought to audiences. Memorial messages continued appearing online, but they increasingly focused on gratitude rather than controversy. For those who admired her work, this represented a healthier and more meaningful way to honor her memory. While questions about funeral attendance may never disappear entirely, they are unlikely to define her legacy. Instead, she will be remembered for the roles she played, the stories she helped tell, and the connections she formed with viewers throughout her career. That legacy remains far more significant than any temporary debate surrounding a single day of mourning. The absence of certain members of the Kızılcık Şerbeti team at Ertem's funeral became a topic of widespread discussion, fueled by social media speculation and public curiosity. Yet, as the controversy unfolded, it revealed larger questions about grief, privacy, friendship, and celebrity culture. What began as a simple question evolved into a complex debate with no easy answers. At its heart, however, the story remains about a talented actor